This is your WCIA 3 forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical.
We've had a lot of cloudy skies for today, also rain showers as well, and we're still kind of looking at those moving on through the area, but by tonight things should begin to clear out. We've got a lot of cloud cover from our Bratcher weather camera overlooking Champaign on our Flooring America. Oh no, this is our Flooring America from Springfield. I apologize. We've still got the cloudy skies regardless though. 58 degrees in Springfield, 55 in Champaign, 56 in Danville, and only 50 in Watsika as some rain showers are still moving on through. But like I said, there will be drying conditions by overnight tonight. Winds currently coming in out of the northwest direction up to around 15 miles an hour. And our forecast planner, as you can tell here, we're looking at a few showers coming to an end by about 10 o'clock, give or take. And then we're going to be looking at more sunshine for the day tomorrow. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
We have an update on the mother from Tuscola charged with murder and arson involving the deaths of her boyfriend and their 2-month-old daughter. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Stephanie Sanders was arrested for the murder of her boyfriend, Michael Phipps, and her baby daughter, Nettie Phipps. That fire happened back in March in Edgar County. Sanders and 2 other children made it out of the home, but were taken to the hospital. We were in the Edgar County courtroom waiting to hear more about her arrest today, but they did not tell us more about why there was a murder charge, an arson charge. The judge explained to Sanders if convicted with a sentence would mean for each charge. Sanders was emotional in court as the judge read those charges to her. The lawyers in the case didn't want to talk to us on camera. Sanders will be back in court later this month. We now know the name of the man who was shot dead Sunday. Danville police found 34-year-old Matthew Huerta in the street. Happened near the corner of Plum and Williams. Police say the suspect got out of a car, shot him, and drove away.
The Vermilion County coroner's identifying a woman who was killed in a car crash. 59-year-old Robin Robinson died while driving south on Route 49 near Rankin. The man was driving north and turned into a driveway. Robinson hit the passenger side of his car and died at the scene. The man was ticketed for not yielding. One person's dead after a police chase ended in a crash last night. Happened before 10 near Marshall on I-70. Troopers were told an attempted murder suspect was crossing into the state from Indiana and was being chased by police. The driver's car got a flat and veered off the road. The suspect was found dead inside the car.
It was an active weather night in central Illinois, to say the least. There were 5 reports of tornadoes last night. WCIA 3's meteorologist Jack Kerfin is with us now. Jack, you got a voice still?
Still got a voice, drink a lot of water, but it's back.
After so many hours of coverage, you guys were focused in on this one particular storm that just marched across the area.
That's absolutely correct, Jennifer. It just kept on giving us tornado warnings after tornado warning, and Jacob and I were thinking maybe we can get a break here, get people back to coverage, and it just would not let us happen. And as a result of that, we were on there for almost 4 straight hours. But today, a lot more quiet, but looking back at what we've seen, you've got some of our local storm reports, and there were, as of right now, 5 reports of tornadoes. Most of them, though, were on the western side of the viewing area, and getting to Decatur, that was, at that time, the last tornado warning that we had that was actually observed. So we're still kind of waiting on some of those. The National Weather Service going to do their surveys, and when we find those out, we'll let you know. But this is what Storm Tracker Doppler looked like here. We'll go through this loop here through time, and you can see that as we go, well, this is today, so we'll let it recycle through here. But this same cell that came through just really was along I-72. There it goes, went through Springfield, Decatur, turned hard right into Charleston, Mattoon, and then kept on going. And that was the storm that gave us all of those warnings. It gave us also some opportunities for some very, very beautiful pictures. This is from Sandy. This was northwest of Mattoon. She sent this in through the WCIA 3 weather app. Just an amazing shot there of the shelf cloud with the storm as it was approaching down the Charleston, Mattoon area. This would have been earlier on in Springfield, so earlier on in the afternoon. This is from Kate. She sent that picture in. That's actually the wall cloud of when it was tornado warned at that time. And then there's also another picture that we have of Sullivan there. Kind of a little blurry to see, but there's also an image of the rotating wall cloud there. So we had a ton of pictures We have so many of them that we're still combing through them, but at least very little in the way of damage reports, Jennifer. Just a few spots here and there that had some power lines down. That's the only thing I've seen so far. So after a very long night last night, that's some very good news.
Yeah, I was going to say it gave us beautiful pictures, but not a lot of damage, so that's the good thing.
That's right.
All right, thank you. The Cass County Sheriff's Office says solicitors are taking advantage of the severe weather. They've been in the area after last night's storms. Officials say they're trying to get you to sign contracts that reference storm damage. You're warned, don't sign any documents before talking with your insurance company. A firefighter was hurt on the job last night. A house was on fire near North Charles and East Garfield in Decatur. The people inside made it out safely. The hurt firefighter will be okay. The state fire marshal is looking into a cause.
Here's a look at today's COVID numbers in Illinois. The state's reporting more than 2,200 new infections. 19 more people have died. The 7-day positivity rate is at 4%. More than 32% of the state is fully vaccinated. In an effort to bring that number up, several major pharmacy chains are offering walk-up COVID shots. Walmart and Sam's Club are taking walk-ins at their pharmacies. Walgreens will join that list starting tomorrow. Governor Pritzker says the state fair is on. The week-and-a-half-long event is scheduled for August. It was canceled last year because of the pandemic. Pritzker said the massive outdoor space will be able to accommodate the large gathering.
I think that, the IDPH is working with the Department of Agriculture to make sure that people will be safe. So I think we're going to have a lot of fun this summer. It's in August. I hope everybody will come down to Springfield to enjoy it.
The governor also said the auto show will be returning to Chicago this year as well. It's the first major event to return to the city since the pandemic began.
We told you in March, Illinois ranks 47th nationwide in funding programs for people with disabilities. Now, those programs could be in line for more money with a catch. Our Capitol Bureau Chief, Mark Maxwell, is live in Springfield with new developments on this story. Mark, I don't know, it seems like there's always a catch. The Pritzker administration has adjusted its budget plan since your last report. What do you have?
Yeah, Jennifer, in fact, we've told you back in March how the courts have actually had to step in and reprimand Illinois, including lawmakers, for the funding levels that are so low that have resulted in this wait list of 18,000 people with disabilities across Illinois who are trying to get those services they need. Advocates say the biggest key to helping whittle down that wait list and getting people onto the programs is paying the workers who do that work a higher rate so they stay on the job. Right now, the positions to care for people with disabilities, those positions see roughly a 50% turnover rate. On average, we pay them $12.43 an hour. The governor's first budget proposal back in February was to raise their pay 50 cents. One teacher's aide who cares for children with disabilities told us that the low pay right now is affecting morale, especially after a year with COVID making their jobs harder. And when staff quit, the rest of them have to pick up those shifts.
But it's just a big mess, and a lot of people don't like to come to work because they don't know when they're going to leave. And that's a big dilemma we're having. That's why people are quitting. It's not enough money. And it's just a big mess right now, man.
That's Vernon Devers. He's a member of AFSCME, the union in town, and he says money's tight. Right now, he's working several jobs to get by. He's hoping the state will raise the rate of pay for people like him who take care of children with disabilities. Since our last report, the American Rescue Plan included more federal funding for states that increase how much they plan to spend. So that was a big incentive. So Illinois has adjusted their plan. The Pritzker administration was going to spend $77 million more. Now they're raising it to $122 million. What does that shake out for the worker? Well, they were going to give that 50-cent raise. Now they're going to give it as a full dollar raise, but only to those people who care for adults with disabilities. That's the catch, Jennifer. The people who care for children with disabilities will not see a raise at all. Not 50 cents, not a dollar, nothing. That's the plan right now. Those advocates are hoping the governor or the legislature will change their mind and give them a raise as well.
So much of a fight for a dollar more. All right, Mark, thank you. The turnover rate for those jobs is 54.5% in Illinois. That's nearly 12% higher than the national average. Music brings people together, and that was on display today in Urbana. Listen.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Urbana and its sister city in France came together for this virtual event. Musicians from both cities worked for months to create a music video of Let It Be. The proceeds will help families who rely on the refugee center in Champaign County.
I'm real pleased to meet you today for this beautiful artistic project.
Each of our cities has been consumed with keeping our citizens healthy and fighting the pandemic. A video like this brings joy and some light into what's been a very dark year.
The full music video is on YouTube. We have a link at WCIA.com.
It's a sign things are getting back to normal. How one arena is getting ready to welcome concert goers.
But first this.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are holding a hearing to find ways to lower the cost of prescription drugs. I'm Rashad Hudson in Washington. I'll have more coming up.